I'm eating right, I'm working out, but I don't see any change in the numbers, and they get disappointed and they get frustrated, and then they just stop. But they typically stop a little too soon. And today, I'm going to share with you a few tips in how you can achieve your goals. How many of you are really tired? Sick and tired of not achieving the goals that you set for yourself, or not accomplishing certain tasks or projects that you've purposed to do? Maybe it's um, creating a budget, saving up a certain amount of money, or maybe it's losing weight or buying that house. No matter what it is, there are a few easy, simple tips that you can apply that will help you to be able to achieve any goal that you set for yourself. These are things that I do on a normal day basis. And these are things that I've actually implemented over the years. As a matter of fact, these are things that I share with clients that I work with. I actually did a particular workshop last year, and some of the information that I'm going to briefly share with you, I incorporated it into the material that I taught. So, one of those things is, first of all, being committed to the process. You have to participate in your own deliverance, okay? You have to participate in your own breakthrough. If it's something that you want to accomplish, if it's something that you want to see all the way through, you have to actively participate in that process. And what does this look like? This looks like doing the work, making sure that you're performing your due diligence, research. Maybe it's having to carve out time, time that maybe you may have to pull back from, social media post or talking on the phone or watching that favorite movie or something like that. And you actually have to do the work. Anything in life worth having is worth working for. So I encourage you to participate in your own deliverance. Don't be afraid. Don't be lazy to do the work. Number 2, eliminate excuses. This is something I've been kind of preaching the past, I say few years to people, so maybe several years, but it's actually something that I've applied throughout probably most of my life, is to eliminate excuses. I'm gonna take you very briefly on a little storytelling session. But some years ago, after I had my first daughter, I gained some weight, and I was in probably like my mid to late 20. No, I was in my late 20s by this time. And I was like, okay, let me just, start working out. And it wasn't a lot of weight, like it was, drastically noticeable to other people, but I noticed it and I felt it or whatever. And so I decided to, start working out. And I quickly realized that this is, the weight is not coming off. I was used to being able to work out and the weight come off, but it didn't. So there were some other things I had to incorporate, like nutrition, watch what I was actually putting in my mouth. But I began to set a plan and a process for myself that worked for me, that I knew would eliminate the excuses. And a part of what I did, because at that time I was a single mom, is that I knew I couldn't, schedule time to go to the gym. I didn't have a, on-demand babysitter, nor the money at the time to pay for a babysitter. And so I had to be smart about what I did. And so what I did, I created, or at least a process, put in place some things to where I could work out at home. I think I had already invested in a treadmill, had a treadmill. So I worked out on my treadmill. I worked out using some exercise videos. I used what I had on hand, or I used what I had access to in order to get done what I needed to get done. I eliminated the excuses. So many times we have an excuse for everything, why we can't get something done, why we can't accomplish this goal. I have these kids and, I had to work late, I had to this or that. I eliminate the excuses. I don't care if I had to work late. I don't care if I had my daughter. Even if it meant me putting her to bed and doing a workout at 10 o'clock at night, I was gonna get my workout in. And I'm still the same way today. I get my workout in because the benefit of what I get, the results that I get, and it's not about losing weight. There's so many reasons why I have to work out that outweighs the challenges, the obstacles, the restraints that I may face because I need to get it done. I look and I view the results, the overall results and the benefit that I get from it versus I view that much greater than I do putting in the work of doing it. And I make sure that I eliminate the excuses. Oh, I can't afford the gym membership, so I can't work out. Oh, I don't have time to go work out at the gym, so I can't. No. Hey, I can work out at home. Hey, if that means that I can only get a 10 or 15-minute workout in during the day, that's what I'm going to do. This is just an example of how to eliminate excuses. Oh, I can't save up any money. Hey, there's something that you can potentially cut off of your budget to start saving and start somewhere. But what I challenge you to do is to eliminate excuses. What excuses are you making that's keeping you from achieving the goals that you want to achieve, okay? And then finally, after you've participated in your own deliverance, after you've eliminated excuses, the final thing is to get an accountability partner. Be accountable to someone. I think this is a culture where people don't want to be accountable to anybody or anything, and we have to be accountable. If there's self-discipline, then maybe not. Maybe you don't have to be accountable. But typically, if it's something you're struggling in, if it's something you want to achieve, a goal or something, ask someone to partner with you to be your accountability coach, or to partner with you just to be your accountability partner. This will help you. And assign what those roles and responsibilities are. Maybe that person needs to check in with you at least once a week to make sure to ask you about, what's the progress you're making? What have you done this week? These are things that we can put in place to help us along the process. Because I can tell you, if you haven't been doing what you need to do, you're not going to want to tell that person week after week after week that I haven't been putting in the work, or I haven't made any progress. And making progress is more than seeing numbers change. You can be putting in the work, and maybe part of the progress is you actually being consistent. Just use, because it's so easy and simple to use. Losing weight. A lot of times people are like, I'm eating right, I'm working out, but I don't see any change in the numbers, and they get disappointed and they get frustrated, and then they just stop. But they typically stop a little too soon, or there's some other factors that may be involved. Consistency, that in and of itself is a goal. That's something to work towards and achieve. Because if you're being consistent, that means you're operating with self-control. And self-control is actually one of the fruits of the spirit, if you want to know the truth. So I would challenge you to get a partner, get an accountability partner, get a coach, or someone that you can work with, that can hold you accountable, that can check in on you and go through this journey with you. So these are just a few things that can help you to achieve the goals that you're working towards. All right, guys, stay tuned for some more videos.